There's three things we need to think about. So I'll just walk you through them. This isn't the ideal chair because it bends back so much. So this is just to demonstrate, really. So the first key component of sitting well is the moment that you sit down. So we want to try and get your buttocks right into the corner of the chair. That's very, very important because of the next read, which is coming in a second. So lean it all the way forwards, get your buttocks right into the back of the chair. Okay. The second component is using the backrest. So again, this goes way too far back, but what we want the backrest to do is take the weight of the spine. So effectively, the pressure is taking off the spine, and the chair is taking the weight. If we're here, eventually what happens is the back muscles tire out, and then we end up in this position, and that way the spine is taking the load. Okay? So we'll want to have an angle of about 15 to 20 degrees in the backrest. We want to be able to lean back so that a huge amount of weight is taken off the spine. Okay? The third aspect is, again, there's no desk here, but what we want is the table to be resting against our tummy here. And the reason being is because you want to rest your arms on the table. Anytime your arms are off the table, then the shoulders are taking all of the weight of your arms. And over a 40, 50-hour week, it takes its toll. So if we can literally take the weight of your arms off the shoulders by resting it on the desk, so get a wrist rest, like a gel wrist rest, or roll the jumper, roll a towel, and take the weight of your arms off your shoulders. That's, again, a huge amount of weight taken off your spine. And then the last component is the monitor. If you've got a laptop, you can't really do much about this, but if you've got a computer, you want it so that the monitor, top of the monitor, is in line with the top of your head. And that way your head's going to be in a good position. Laptops is tricky because you need the keyboard, so you're not going to prop it up. The laptops, you just have to kind of go with it. But ideally, you have a monitor, and that'll be where it's at. But there's one extra component, which is the most important one, which is the fourth secret component, and that is to move, basically. You can have the best posture in the world and the best chair in the world, but if you're there for 2 hours or 3 hours, then it negates any kind of posture you're in, because after 30 minutes in one position, the lower back and the neck become dehydrated. They become the nutrients the neck and back need to function well can't get to that part of the back, and we see discomfort, stiffness, pain developing. So what you need to do is set an alarm on your phone for every 30 minutes and try and set it so that you change position every 30 minutes. It's tricky when you're in the flow state and you've got a deadline and you're just in the zone. But having the awareness is just important. I mean, sometimes people find that just taking 2-minute breaks does actually boost productivity. So it just helps you just snap out and then come back in, and it's worth trying for a week. Some people find it a bit annoying, but it's worth trying for a week with the alarm system, because it's at that 30-minute mark when all of these changes happen that I'm talking about, basically. All right. If you do have lower back pain when you sit, another general rule might be to pop a rolled up towel into the small of your back as well, just to encourage the natural curve of your spine as well. And then other points would be, again, this chair is too small for me. You can see that my knees are above my hips. So largely, you want to be everything needs to be on a level playing field with the ground. Okay? And we want the knees to be nice to use as well. Okay? So they're the general rules, but you could sit in the worst posture in the world for 20 minutes and it doesn't matter that much. It's more about the time spent in posture. All the research has proven that it's more related to the time you spend in a position, not how you sit. All right. Does anyone have any specific questions or anything?
My chair, the depth of the seat might be too long, if you like,
Okay.
to stick my butt down to the back of it, but probably stick a towel or a cushion there or something.
Yeah, see if you can find something to kind of pad it out a little bit.
Yeah.
And
Standing is better.
Sorry?
When you're standing at your desk.
Yeah, standing desks are good. The similar changes happen if you stay standing in one position for more than 30 minutes. The same changes happen, but the research shows that the difference between standing is that you move more. So you might be on one foot for 10 minutes, you're on the next foot, and you're constantly moving, which is the advantage there. But that doesn't mean sit for 40 hours, stand for 40 hours a week, because it's a huge change. So you want to, if possible, phase it in by in small amounts. But as a general rule, standing desks, are generally better just because you move more. But it doesn't mean that sitting is horrendous. It just means that you need to put those measures in place to try and make it so you do move more when you're sitting. Yeah, have a play around with those things. And the other issue sometimes is with armrests. So sometimes the armrests are here, and that stops you from being able to get into the table to the point where I said that where the tummy's resting against the table, which is tricky. So you either have to take the armrests off, or you just have to manage it. But say if if the keyboard's here, then 40 hours a week, the shoulders, the deltoids, the upper traps, it's going to pull you into that position. You're away from the backrest. So we really want to be kind of here. The backrest is taking the weight of the spine. The table's taking the weight of your arms. So we're taking a lot of stress. Sorry?
You need to buy a new table and a new chair.
Yeah, ditto. Yeah, I was thinking that. Yeah, that's a major education, that is, for me.
Yeah. I think sometimes you can get away with not having to buy new kit with those rules. But if you've got kit which prevents any of that from happening, then but you could just try the setting the alarm every half an hour kind of thing and try that for a week. But it's just a case of trialing things, but they're the general principles that you want to kind of follow. Yeah.
Yeah, very good.
Awesome. Okay, well, have a go, and then we'll maybe revisit this in a week and see how you've got on. Yeah.
Thank you.
Cool.
Thanks.
Okay, no worries. Have a good day, guys.
You too. Bye.
See you later.